As I mentioned earlier, we are here at the Forest facility, and I'm here with Amy Johnson, our administrator, who's been with us almost 13 years. That in itself speaks a lot, Amy, that you've been able to be in this particular environment for 13 years. Tell me a little bit about the day-to-day operations and the fact that there are such special folks inside this home. Tell me what drives you to come to work every day. Tell me about what your goals are, how you measure those goals with the girls. Talk to us a little bit about the staff training that goes into taking care of these particular residents.
Well, each resident is a different case. Every family and every resident is affected differently by the disease. So every day we are learning and training just by different behaviors or different ways of redirecting or approaching that resident. Every day is a new day. Every second's a new second for each resident. So if you are running behind or something isn't right, the next time you do that, you get a chance to get it right for them.
And I know so much of what you do as an administrator is not only taking care of the residents, but you're taking care of the families. Because this is such a long journey, and it's so different, like you said, case by case, that the journey becomes somewhat of a challenge sometimes. And so you're not just, taking care of their blood pressures and getting their meals prepared for them and making sure that they're dry, but you're also educating those families on what the realistic expectations are for them. Talk to me about what you feel like you've been called to do in that regard.
I do feel that a lot of this is dealing with the families, validating their feelings because they're losing their loved one in so many different stages. First through the memories and then physically when the Lord's ready just to take them home. So they do get to age in place in here. And so it is very important that the families understand the stages. It's been a huge asset, I feel, this past year having Betts here.
And that's Dr. Peter Betts.
Yes.
And he is a local professional psychiatric doctor that takes care of just Alzheimer's and dementia. And he comes inside this facility, which is great because we don't have to take them out in buses or in cars, which confuses them that much worse. So we are thankful to have him here.
Right, and he comes and gets to see them in their environment. The families have
access to him.
Right, and a longer time to sit and ask their questions about the next stage or the prognosis or the next plan of care for their loved one.
And that's something that Runk Pratt foots the bill for the families.
Right.
Is that correct?
Yes.
So that's a service that we provide to our families.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then Dr. Gazin plays a very key role here too.
Dr. Gazin is our medical director, and he goes to all of our facilities. This one I think keeps him more busy than most, and so we have 2 professional doctors in house, and that's something Runk Pratt covers as well.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And I think over the years, as the services have expanded in the facility, it has really helped us succeed with the Aging in Place program. Even today, we've had some staff that have went to lunch with some of our previous families. So there's still...
And that's a true testament
Yes.
to the bonding that takes place. I know we recently lost a first lady of our forest facility, Mrs. Almond, and I know Brian and I stopped by and shared with the family, and it was a very precious time within the Runk Pratt family to watch her homegoing.
Yeah.
And she was the first lady of Forest, and so I do know what you mean about the bonding, and that is true that when the staff are called to go on lunch dates with them, that we're doing something right.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Amy, thanks for sharing with
You're
us
welcome.
today. I know you've got a new addition coming onto the building,
Yep.
and we talked a little bit about that earlier in the program, that we do have a lot of construction projects going on, but you're almost near completion.
Yes.
And you stay pretty full in here too, right?
Yes, we
Yeah.
do.
So we got a waiting list, and we have 11 additional beds,
Yep.
which are beautiful. So we want to make sure that you call Amy. If you're interested in our memory care program, you won't get any better than this lady right here. So thanks, Amy.
Thank you.